Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Merck and Company. This is ticker symbol MRK. And the reason we're talking about this one today is obviously it had a very good day, as you can see up on the screen. 8.37% up on the day. But not just, the gains that the stock had, because obviously 8% gains are nice. That's an amazing day. I would be very happy with any of the stocks in my portfolio going up 8.5% in a single day. But usually we're talking about 50, 70, 100, 200% gainers on this channel. So, what's the big deal here? Why are we talking about that? And that's because Merck had some very big and potentially, world-changing news coming out today that could affect not only their stock and what they're doing in the near future, but it's affecting a lot of other stocks right now, and it could, impact all kinds of businesses, the world as we know it, and all different other kinds of stocks in the near and long term as well. This is very big news that we're going to be talking about. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out the first link in the description below if you want to get a free stock just for signing up with Robinhood. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So Merck is obviously a very big company, $206 billion market cap stock, much bigger than a lot of the stocks we talk about on this channel. And that's why, even though this one had some big crazy news coming out today, it still was only up, 8%. And I say only 8% because this company's bigger. It's harder to move on great news. It's not going to be as volatile. It's not going to move as easily as some of the stocks that maybe we're used to covering or used to talking about here. But the news coming out today is that Merck COVID-19 pill success slams Moderna shares, shakes up the healthcare sector. That is very interesting. So what came out today was positive clinical trial results from Merck experimental antiviral COVID-19 pill that reverberated through the healthcare sector on Friday, sending the drug maker stocks soaring while denting high-flying shares of vaccine companies and makers of other coronavirus therapies. Merck shares jumped as much as 12.3% and hit their highest level since February of 2020. Obviously, before COVID was even, a thing that everyone knew about, really before quarantines or anything like that started. That kind of kicked off in March of 2020. Could have the chances of, so what we see here, after data showed the company's pill, Molnupiravir, I don't know how to say that, could have the chances of dying or being hospitalized for those most at risk of contracting severe COVID-19. That's a big deal. Having the chances, 50% reduction. Experts hailed the news as potentially a huge advance in the fight against COVID-19. No shit. Obviously, that sounds like huge news. At the same time, shares of vaccine makers such as Moderna and Pfizer and partner BioNTech SE were hit. Here is Moderna stock. It was down 11% today. It's down another 0.5% after hours. So obviously, that's, a pretty significant deal. Obviously, Moderna is still up massively since the pandemic started. This is a $30 stock. I mean, even as early as January 2021, this is a $112 stock. This thing's been up crazy. So it coming back down a little bit is to be expected anyway, but especially when some competitors have some good news coming out. So still down 11%, but still a ton more room to fall if things do keep looking worse for Moderna. But obviously they've made a ton of money over the pandemic and grown their just like market share, brand awareness, everything a ton. But they are saying that obviously the promise of an oral drug that can be taken at home could change the public perception on the risks associated with COVID-19. We see modest perceived headwind to vaccine stocks such as mRNA if the market thinks people will be less afraid of COVID-19 and less inclined to get vaccines if there's a simple pill that can treat. Obviously, this is seen as a very effective medication, a very effective treatment, but also much simpler. It's easier to just pop a pill than it is to, have to go into, a pharmacy or a hospital or whatever and actually get a vaccine, having to get multiple vaccines. Just some people just don't like needles and all this stuff. I am curious hearing this stuff, like what the side effects are of the pill, because I know that was a big thing for me for the vaccine, was it really sucked, having to be sick for like 2 full days, having to miss out on work or having to miss out on the weekend or whatever. So if this thing could have less side effects or no side effects or whatever, I think that'd be kind of interesting, but I think that's probably really hard to do, if not impossible. But it's just, some of the questions coming to my mind. But we do have here, so, just them talking a lot about Moderna and everything and what it could mean for them. But the Merck news is a great reason for folks to be taking profits off the table when talking about some of the other vaccine stocks and everything. But this is a very, very big deal. And obviously, they're talking a lot about the vaccine stocks and they're talking about Merck and what this means for all of them. But this could mean so much for so many stocks. This could be huge for reopening plays. This could be huge for the world starting to get back to normal. This could be huge for, seeing hopefully the end in sight of this whole pandemic and quarantine and this whole life-changing experience that has really, almost gone on for 2 full years now, and it sucked, and people are depressed, and people, hate everything that's going on and all this stuff. This is a great, great breakthrough, not only in terms of, changing lives, saving lives, helping lives, improving quality of life for everyone, but obviously, at the end of the day, huge revenue increases and potentially making a ton of money for Merck as well. But, just an absolutely massive story coming out today, something that everyone should definitely know about. So, definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Let me know what you guys think about MRK stock. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.